Hi guys, I'm Miss Bradley.
And I'm Miss Daniel.
And we're going to walk you through the 2021 registration process. You're going to start on the West Forsyth High School counseling page, and you can see that in front of you. And you're going to go over to the side of the tree, and you're going to see something that says registration information. Go ahead and click there, please. Now you can see there's lots of information on this page about the timeline, but you want specifically how to register for classes. So please scroll halfway down. And you're going to see important dates about the portal opening, when it closes, waivers, all of those things. That's great reference. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start the registration process. Now, if you're a ninth grader, Miss Daniel, will you hover right there? Perfect, thank you. If you're a ninth grader, we recommend that you watch the ninth grade narrated PowerPoint. There's great information for rising ninth graders. But for the rest of us, we're just going to go ahead and start picking our classes. So Miss Daniel right now is hovering where it says course options for rising 10th through 12th graders, and you're going to go and click here. Now it's important to watch this video all the way through, even if you are a 9th or a rising 12th grader, because the instructions for the portal have changed, and it's important. We want you guys to make sure that you are able to choose your classes and choose your alternates and make sure that you get the classes that you need.
All right, so we're going to go through the bullets at the top of this paper just to make sure we cover everything. So teachers have made academic and career tech and fine art recommendations already in the portal. So we're going to have an online waiver form later to request changes in those courses. When it is available, it's not available yet, but it will be on the West Forsyth Counseling website. All right. So those waivers that I just mentioned open on March 16th at 8 a.m. and the deadline for the waivers is March 23rd at 4 p.m. And it's very important that if you want to waive in or out of a course, you do that in this time period. The portal for your elective choices is going to open on March 4th at 8 a.m. and close on March 11th at 4 p.m. All right, so there's a couple things to pay attention to when you're looking through these documents, and that is the @ sign and also the pound sign. So the @ sign shows you that you are going to need an application for this course, and the pound sign says that teacher approval is required. The application deadline was advertised, and it was the 7th of February. All right, so students requesting to take 2 science courses must complete the double science form for approval. I know Miss Carlisle has that, and then also the counselors as well. Okay, so then you need to pay attention also to the Y at the end of the course or an S at the end of the course number. All right, so the Y means it's a full year course, and the S means that it is a semester course. So if you pick something that has an S at the end of the course, you're going to need to make sure that you pair it with another course, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. All right, so you're going to want to make sure you register for a full 7-period day, and that's going to show up as a 70 out of 70 in Parent Portal when you go on there to do your elective choices. Rigor courses are in bold, and that's important to keep in mind when you're looking at HOPE. And you'll need a certain number of HOPE rigor courses to satisfy that HOPE scholarship requirement. And then there's more information on
GeorgiaFutures.org. You can go there and they'll have all that information for you.
Okay. So just keep in mind when you're making your choices that if you're signing up for an AP course and then you possibly look at considering dropping that at the end of the semester, what will happen is an on-level credit will be posted to your transcript. You will not get credit for a half AP course. So keep that in mind when looking at your options. And there are no course changes after the waivers close. So make sure you make these decisions carefully. Talk about these things at home as a family, and make sure you do have careful consideration when making these choices.
So I'm going to ask some questions that we frequently get at the beginning of the school year. So Miss Daniel, I am 3 weeks into honors biology. I'm a freshman. It's too hard. What do I do?
All right, so 3 weeks in, I would say make an appointment with your teacher, go to Academic Overdrive. We're going to have some National Honor Society students offering some help next year during Academic Overdrive. That would be another great resource. And then before and after school sessions with your teacher.
Okay, great. So I can't just drop it and go into on-level.
No, that is not an option.
Okay. And so what happens if I know that the portal opens on March 4th, it closes on March 11th. You know what? I'm too busy. Like, I'm not picking my electives. I don't really care. Counselors keep calling me down. I have other stuff to do. I'm not doing it, so I don't choose my elective. So I'm still going to get put in the classes that I want, right?
No, we are pretty amazing, but we are not mind readers.
Okay.
So that's a little difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll need for you to tell us which classes you're interested in taking, and then we'll do the best we can to get you in your top choices.
And if they're full, I'm out of luck. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the course offerings.
Yeah.
All right. So, Miss Danielle talked a little bit about the the @ symbol and the pound symbol. She did mention those semester level classes. So let's scroll down to, for example, Gov and Econ our semester, if you're not AP, right? So can you talk a little bit about some of these new courses that we're offering over here that could be paired with a semester level class?
Right. So if you're looking to take on-level econ, that's a semester course, and then that pairs well with on-level gov. But let's say that you wanted to try AP macroeconomics, which is a year-long course, and then you want to do on-level gov. Well, then that would allow you to have another semester course to pair with the on-level gov. So we are offering some new courses next year, which we think are great opportunities for our students. So if you look at the SAT and ACT prep, that has an S semester course code, which is a great option. We're offering a financial literacy course, which is a semester course, and then we have some outdoor education, right?
Yeah, but that one's a year long.
That's a year long. Okay, well that's another year. That's another opportunity that's new next year, which we think would be a great option, but doesn't pair well with the semester course.
No. Just pay attention, underclassmen, to the grade level that you are. If you're an 11th grader, you cannot be in financial literacy. That is for seniors, and it's to be paired with another semester level class. Same with current issues. We strongly recommend only 12th graders in that class, just because of some of the content of the conversations. Ms. Daniel, you mentioned outdoor ed. What's that about?
I'm pretty excited about it. I think I would have loved this course.
Same.
So it is for learning about the great outdoors. And I think one thing I heard about was you get to find out like plants that are poisonous and you need to like steer clear of, and like which ones are edible and you can possibly touch and eat or whatever. I know there's some other things like
hiking.
Okay.
So like hiking, boating safety, if you're like an outdoorsy person and you like doing those things, if you're one of the people that is like, I like hunting, we're not hunting, by the way, but if you like being outdoors
courses?
and, what's that?
Ropes courses?
Oh, that would be great. Things like that, ropes courses, how to tie ropes, just the things that you need, kind of like a survival skills class in the outdoors. So we're excited about that option. Okay, I want to bring everybody's attention to right here where it says healthcare science. We have modified the document, so we are no longer able to offer this healthcare science class this year. We hope to offer it 2022 or 21-22, but for the 2021 school year, please note, Introduction to Healthcare Science is not an option. All right, let's go down to some other classes that we have that are new down here. We have a class about guitar techniques down here.
Also super cool.
Yes, but we don't provide guitars, so make sure that you have a guitar if that's something that you're interested in.
So yeah, it has the little asterisk there, and it says guitar required, so pay attention to things like that, because those are going to be things that are required of you in order to be successful in the course.
And you also mentioned like advanced drama, musical theater, band. If those have asterisks, there is going to be an audition. Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. So let's talk about how to register. We're going to go back. You're going to keep this document up on your screen because you need to see this document.
Or if you're old like me, you may want to print it at home and have it, right there.
So old school.
I do like my paper, though.
All right. So you can see I'm hovering right here, instructions for portal registration. You're going to click there. And this is a beautiful document that is going to walk you through step by step. Guys, this is different than it's ever looked before, so please pay attention.
All right, so you're going to see a screen that looks like the one in front of you. You're going to click on course registration and more. Okay, and then it's going to come up with course registration enrollments for Forsyth County Schools, which is where you are.
And this is going to actually say West Forsyth right here. This is just a generalized document.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, and hopefully there's an L. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So
Maybe
now,
it's a character limit.
let's talk about the courses that you've been recommended for, and what do I need to do with that?
Okay, so you're going to see the courses that say required, and that means that your teacher has recommended you for these courses for next year, all right? So that is really nothing you can touch at this point. This is when the waivers will come in handy if you were recommended for a course that you don't want to take. Now pay attention to the 71% and the 50 out of 70. So that's telling you right now that you do not have a full schedule. You need to have 70 out of 70 to have a full schedule. All right, so you're going to, since you don't, you have 50 out of 70 on this example, you're going to click add course.
Why do I need to take a picture of this?
All right, so, and I was going to say take it at the end, but you can take it now too. But take a picture of this because, again, you're not going to have access to this when the waiver period opens up, and you're going to want to know what you were recommended for because you're going to have to put in, I was recommended for calculus, but I want to take pre-calculus.
Okay.
And so that way you're telling us which class you don't want to take and which class you do take. So again, that alleviates any guesswork, and then that way we make sure we put you in the classes that you're wanting.
Okay, great. So make sure you take a picture of that, again, because you cannot see it during waivers. Thank you, Ms. Daniel.
You're welcome.
All right.
So after you click add course, you're going to see these course options and the plus signs next to them. And so that you click on the electives that you want. You click on the plus sign. It's going to tell you the course history. So that'll tell you, if you've taken it or not before, which is, again, a new feature, which is pretty cool. And it saves it on our end, like when you accidentally sign up for a course you already took and you can't be in it twice. All right. So once you've made your selection, you're going to add the request. Click on that blue button for add request. And then if you get something you don't want to take, then you can exit out and you can delete the request. Okay, so you can put things on your schedule, see what it looks like, talk to your parents, and make choices together, and then you can remove it during this window. All right, so then you're going to pay attention to that 70 out of 70, 100% complete green. That means that you have a full schedule. Okay, so then you're good. Okay, we want you to also add alternates. Okay, so click on that add alternate button and then choose a couple of other options that you wouldn't mind taking. All right, because remember, we have a lot of students who are making a lot of requests, and some classes are more popular than others, and that's just unfortunately the way it is. So there may be a chance that you don't get your first request. So then you need to make sure you have alternates there so that we can plug those alternates in for you.
And how many alternates do you suggest? 3. Okay.
All right, so then once you've added your alternates, you're going to see the full complete screen, and I would click print, or if you're not a paper person like me, take a picture like Ms. Bradley said, and then that way you have everything there. You have your required courses, your requested, and your alternates there for your reference, and that's, again, super important when it comes time for that waiver period.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the counselors or to us. But this is something that you're going to keep handy. You could even print these instructions to help you. Have a great day.
Thank you.